anything. Got. Oh, careful. I thought they had a curve here last time.
I thought I remembered the steps too, so. This is a bonus.
It's a hot one today, probably mid-90s. All right, it's pretty hot out here, so we need to get the tent set up. Get our UV protector on the top of it, get the sides on it, just so we have some place we can start bringing stuff in front of the house, like the console. I noticed that up around their patio area. It is hot today. Thank goodness there's a breeze. There is supposed to be some rain later. I guess we'll see how that goes. And over here is Dennis and Craig are helping out today, and a smart choice there. They are taking a break with it. The Carolina Inn will hopefully get this tent set up for them. All right, on a day like this when there's no rain, the best thing to do to keep your area clear, anything that you're bringing around it that needs to go into the tent, you need to place all the tubs and everything outside of the tent. This is going to give you room to work inside of the tent. And this is something where I usually fail at, because a lot of times stuff that's coming in for the tent, I'll just place under the tent, and then I end up tripping over stuff, and stuff is always in my way. And it gets to be very irritating and frustrating, can actually slow you down. So what these guys have done, what Dennis and Craig have done, they have made the right choice by placing stuff outside of the tent, and then whatever I need, I can just grab it from there and bring it in. All right, sandbags are set up. We got some of the sidewalls on. We'll get the other ones set up here, sort of block the view from anybody showing up. All right, sunshades are on, but there is quite a bit of breeze out here, so those things may be flapping around a little bit. All right, they're getting the stage area together. It's coming along. And on the snake, Dennis has done the right thing here. This is going to be a seating area, and it could possibly have other people sitting back here. So we've got the snake running right against the grass and the rock wall. We just want to keep everything out of everybody's way as much as possible. We didn't see this here. It's probably been a few years since we've been at this location, but you got power sitting over here, so we were able to pull power for the front of house instead of trying to get power all the way from up where the stage area is. So our front of house location is not exactly right in the middle of front of house. It's off to the side. There's tables and chairs, stuff set up. But, none of that should be a problem. We're using our 32 channel snake today because we need the distance. So it's probably about 130 feet of snake that we're using. We had to make that run around everybody and everything. Looks good. Voltage looks good back here. And Dennis and Craig are hard at it as always. So it's the only way this stuff gets done. Right, in case something does happen here with the weather, we've got, you can see a sandbag down there. We probably have about close to 200 pounds help holding the legs down. It's 200 pounds total. It's still pretty hot out here, and there's still limitations on what the equipment can take. And I think, I don't know, you may want to look at, see what your product manual says for its operating temperature range. But right, it's in the mid 90s right now, so I can't imagine it'd be too much hotter for this Allen Heath to be able to work in. Anyway, there's still a breeze coming through. We got the fan on it. All right, stuff's coming together. We've got the tarps on the speakers to keep the sunlight off of them. And we've got our sunshades on the back. I hope they're still holding in the heat. I think they will. Craig and Dennis, as always, doing an excellent job putting stuff together. We're just about ready to, I think, turn things on. Ready to, yeah, I think so. I think the bag bothering you? No. No, it's healthy. All right. All right, so you can tell where we are located compared to where the front of house speakers are. So what we're gonna do is when they get started, we're gonna step around toward the center. We're just gonna step out a few feet here from the tent. We're gonna listen to it and we'll come back and make changes. All right, let's see what's going on here. Still hot. One of the ones we're going to use the talkback on.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 4, 3, 2, 1. Check. 1, 2. Check. This is only a test. Check. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2.
Jody, do your vocals.
Check 1, 2, 3, 3, 2, 1. Sound check. The outlook wasn't brilliant for the Mudville night.
All right, that looks good. Thank you. Okay, Mike, let's do your kick. All right, so it's the single 18 up there. We can be about 9 dB over on the percussive instruments. It'll be fine. That's good. Let's go to the hat snare. It's a little hot coming in. Okay, let's do the snare. That's good. Let's do your high tom. We're adjusting the hold time. There we go. Try that. Just tweaking here a little bit. Okay, that's good. Let's do floor. Start with that. Okay, that's good. Let's do right. Bit high. Okay, that's good, Mike. Can you give me about like a 30-second round there on the kit? There's $20 in it for you. That'll work, Mike. Thanks. Hey, Doug, let's do your bass. All right, it's got plenty coming in.
Check.
Still going to bring out a little bit more on the upper bass end. Helps with this, here we go, string attack.
Here's the organ.
Got it, looks good. Piano.
Yes, that is piano.
Okay.
Horns.
Let's see. Pretty hot on the board. Okay. Looks good. It's a good level. You need more? Okay. That's good. All right. Okay, Jody. John's there.
Okay, that's good. Yeah.
Okay. We need Jody.
A little bass.
Okay.
Check.
Here's the song. You ready for that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Go for it. All right, we're gonna do a quick sound check. Make sure we're on front of house here.
so younger than the sun. Yeah, the bonnie boat was one as we sailed into the mystic. And magnificently, all would float off into the mystic. When that foghorn blows, I'll be coming home. When that foghorn whistle blows, I wanna hear.
All right, we may be done with the sound check. Maybe doing another one, not too sure. You guys gonna do another one?
Think you better put your feet back on the ground. I bought you a vintage Mustang, 1965. Now you run around. Just a garden, pick and choose for myself. I see a couple of you out there doing it, but y'all gonna have to join in with me now. I want you to raise your head. Motor Ranger, he comes home. We're gonna rev up for the school. Don't you come home, Sarah, walking the street. fool. She took all of my money. I can't run. Sometimes I feel. Sometimes I feel like I've been tied to the whipping post. Oh, I've been tied to the whipping post.
All right, there's a lot of people out here, and one of the things that we're contending with is the amount of the college buses going on around out here. Yeah, there's a lot of bus activity out here, and it can get sort of noisy. We got Craig on front of house here for a moment.
Things alive. Everybody was dancing in the moonlight. You pulled the rug right out from under my life. Well, I know what you don't do. Living this life is your fast forward bittersweet life. Thank you very much. We are the Groovynators. Thank you for dancing.
I did make some minor compression and gate changing here on the drum kit. You know, we do a line check, we do a sound check, everything is good, but for those of you who've done this kind of stuff before, you know the band really gets into it and things can get louder. So anyway, we made some minor adjustments on it, and we've actually brought down our front of house main volume here just about maybe 3 dB down. So it's doing good. A lot of people here today. It's doing pretty good. The sun's at an angle, so the sun is not really hitting straight back on the module. You can tell from the shadowing that's taking place on it, so it's not straight on it. That amp module is not as hot as the cabinet is, so I think it's turned out pretty good. Let me go take a look at the other one. All right, this other one here, it's still curling. I got to figure out a way to knock that off. That's doing good. It's keeping cool. All right. Yeah, I think with the lower vent open up, there is a vent up here on the underside. Should help trying to keep the module cool. I'm all about keeping these things cool. Anyway, it's not the first time we've obviously driven this thing in 95-degree weather, but it does real well. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad on this side. We're pretty far off axis of what the front house speakers can do. And as you can tell, looks like there's a pretty good storm cell moving in. All right, and if the rain should occur, we've got, we can flip our tarps up, the sidewalls. That's why it's always important, if you have sidewalls in your tent, to make sure that sidewalls fall on the inside. So that in case it rains, they'll be dry to put out. If they're on the outside, you flick it up.
We're going to try to get another set in here before the weather moves in. It's not happening, though. It's not happening.
If they're on the outside and you try to pull a tarp in, it's probably going to be wet. So the event is officially over. And we just did a mad dash over here to get a lot of the equipment covered. Front of house speakers and stuff that was on the ground's covered. Another day in North Carolina with the afternoon rains. Hey, can you take the talkback mic and disassemble that? All right, Craig, underneath here, can you pull those two small lids out of the way? And I think everybody's in here that needs to be here.
Doing okay here?
Yeah, we're just good. Going slow.
Good. I'm gonna run over real quick.
Okay. Alrighty.
It's supposed to be double with the radar. It's supposed to be by in about 10 minutes.
Okay. Alright. That works. Alright, we've had some rain come in through this opening over here on the tent, and this is why that we keep the all electrical connections, you can see right here, off the ground. We're going to go on the side. Perfect. Tobacco grill thing all over.
Yeah. Not quite as bad though.
No.
And at least we got to play some.
Yeah. Tilt this on its side.
Which side?
Go down like that. There you go. There's still a little bit of a threat of rain, but we're getting some stuff moved out. All right, this is certainly an advantage of having lids that close. They seal at the top, and this thing's full of water. Yeah, everything got flooded. All right, the snake is covered in water.
I distracted you.
All right, well, it's a beautiful sky now. Maybe it'll make the load out a lot easier. All right, well, it's cooled off out here, but everything is wet and it is humid. If you do outdoor stuff, I highly recommend finding some kind of a light like this. You know, flashlights can only go so far.
They are so enough room, small sound system. Alright, can you wheel that tent over here?
Yeah, do you want it wheels first?
Yes, please.
The chair's back here too.
Yeah.
All right.
Alright. Let's see if this will go up here. Is that clear? Should clear the door.
All right, well, looks like that's about it. A lot of the stuff went in, not the same way it came out because it is wet. So it does look like a trash heap in there, but it's all gonna dry out hopefully in a couple of days, and I'll pull this stuff out, and it'll be another probably 5.5 hour, 6 hour day checking in and drying cables and making sure everything works. So the only thing we got left to put in is the snake, and that's it. Dennis, thank you. Craig, thank you.
My pleasure, sir. My pleasure, sir.
That's right. You said exactly what you're told to say. All right. Well, I guess for the next time.
Au revoir.
All right. Just as a follow-up from the show that we just did. All right. So the check-in process here from all that rain and everything has been sort of slow. We're getting stuff set up to do some more testing to make sure everything's okay. The front house rack, everything looks like it's fine. I've got fans running out here to keep stuff, keep the airflow going, and got one of the clip-on fans sitting down here in this bottom rack over here, shooting across the monitor amplifiers. Right there, but the console looks fine. I just tested the sub. It's doing real well. All right, the RCF speakers, the NX 45As. I just tested these. These are good. All right, so at some point here in the near future, I'm going to be testing the monitor speakers. All right, so all in all, everything's pretty good. I had about 10 tarps that had to be pulled out and stretched out so they can be dried by the sun. That actually took quite a while, but other than that, everything seems to be pretty good. No damages or nothing. All right, guess we're getting ready for the next show.